Cheers and welcome, my friends. I'm Horadrak and we are playing City Skylines After Dark together in our city Cyclists Heaven, where cyclists come first. I've gone ahead and named some more things of the subscribers. All the subscribers I can currently see. We have the Nagil Wind Park out here. We have the Alexander Carson Junction over here. I don't really know how to say that. Amethyst Lakari Cross. Lakari Cross, I guess. Then we have the Sean R. Cross over here. We have the Zark Pluteus International Airport over here. We do have the Jeff Harrietha Station and the Proteus 4521 Office Park. We have the Electro Gaming HD High School. We have the Highwayman 271 Square. We have the Veriton Park over here. We have the Imperial Governor Bridge over here. And we do have the Cobry Dodson Bridge over there. And I think that's all of it. All the stuff that I have newly named. So that should be it, I guess. Now, what we wanted to do, we built an airport in the last episode. And I want to have more tourism. Now, one of the ways to give tourists a way to get around is, I'm thinking, building taxi depots, taxi stands. So why not build one over here? So we have now a taxi depot. When a taxi cab is not busy, it will return to the closest taxi stand to wait for a fare. So we're going to build a taxi stand right outside the airport, because that's what people want, I guess. And what we're then going to do is build taxi stands near our attractions, because we have some attractions. We have the Brandenburger Tor over here. Need to place that over here. We need a taxi stand near our stadium. Because that's a good thing. What else do we have as an attraction? Could use a taxi stand over here. Or right there, I guess. Could use one near the university. What is it over here? The Lucas Eisenreich University. Would also serve this passenger station. And then I'm thinking we might also give the other schools the courtesy of having a taxi station. Yeah, I'm sorry, my friends. Destroying the buildings for the taxi stands might not be the best idea, but I guess I can't help it. What else? We have a restaurant here on the boulevard. That would actually be a good thing to be served by a taxi stand. Like that. So people can go to this restaurant and have a meal. What else do we have? We have our transportation building over there, which would profit from a taxi stand. So plop down one here. We have our opera house. That would profit immensely from having a taxi stand. The Jacob Loris station would also profit. If it had a taxi stand, could be served way more. So put down one here. Yeah, people are going to be annoyed by me destroying their buildings while putting down taxi stands. What else do we have? We have the Archimedes Center over here, the Exposition Center. That certainly warrants a taxi stand. How are we going to place that though? thinking the opposite side of the road. And that will also serve the just another mutant more. Although really, might need its own taxi stand. Yeah, people are lazy. They're going to use that. The shop till you drop district doesn't. It already has 2 stands, so. This here, it has a friendly neighborhood park. Don't really know why people might want to go there. Yeah, going to space already occupied. Must be constructed next to a road. Could do it here. Yeah, I'm going to do it here. I wonder if anyone has ever to go to the harbor, but why not have a taxi stand over there? And then we have this giant brute of a building. So that certainly warrants a taxi stand. Right beside it, I guess. And then we have this passenger train station, which also warrants a stand. The Jacked 81 station warrants a taxi stand. What's that? That's a metro thingy. You put the taxi stand over there. The stadium already has one. And this gets serviced by the university taxi stand. You do have one, don't you? Yeah, they have one. I guess that's gotta be it for taxis, I guess. I mean, I could give one more to the high school over here. But honestly, why would people go to the high school by a taxi? They can go by metro. So we only want the most important landmarks to be serviced by our taxis. I don't see anything else particularly needing a taxi stand, so that's fine, I guess. We're going to let the game run, waiting for the yellow cabs. So how's that going to be? I mean, people can use the metro. Parked sedan. Yeah, they're visiting this fountain of life and death, the park I built here. That's fine, I guess. This doesn't have a metro station, but I didn't think people would really need one. What we could do though is could make a walking path to this place. So people can have a nice walk to the Statue of Freedom. That, yeah. Wonder how we got it. I think we stole it from New York City. Perhaps with a helicopter. An army of helicopters. All attaching to the base and then lifting it and plopping it down here. Yeah, it's illegal, but what can you do? We need it. We need more attractions for our city. So what else can we do? We have this, the luxury hotel. This is the top of the line 5-star hotel with all the services and comforts you can ask for. A luxury hotel can provide pleasant accommodations for everyone, from the common tourist on a pampering holiday to the occasional quality-conscious celebrity visiting your city. Really? Do we want that out here? I think what we need is actually a tourism district. Commercial zones. Tourism specialization. Okay, so I have to do commercial zones. So this is leisure. This is tourism. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we need some sort of tourism thing. I find it odd though that you would build an extra district for tourists instead of just incorporating them into your normal life, but if that's how it's going to be, then firstly we're going to relocate all these buildings to up here. Yes. In a minute we're going to connect them all to the water. They're all going to be connected. They just have to be moved an inch up the river because there's going to be our new tourism specialization. So come on. That's that then. They need power, which we're going to get from this thing. So power shouldn't be an issue. And then we're going to connect them all. And connect the last one with this thing over here. And that should do us actually. It will only be a momentary downgrade. So go on, start your pumping. So they need power, they have power. And it's all fine again. Very good. How's the electricity? We're producing some of it. Now, what we really want is to dedicate this whole strip of the river to tourism. That's going to be our thing. We're going to take our 2-lane road with bicycle lanes. Yes, how to deal with this though? That's the question. Give me the freeform tool. And maybe just go down. Oh no. Go up then. Really? Can't come from over here. Gotta be kidding me. Like that, it's going to look very ugly. But I don't want to disturb the bike lane. And it's certainly not very nice to have the cyclists move over the bridge because they have to do it with their own muscle power. While the cars can just be like, hey yeah, I'm moving around here, but I'm not doing it by my own body power. So that's gonna be it, I guess. Very small amount of usable space actually. What is the problem over here? There's a sharp drop. Alright. I'm going to have a second row. It's going to be our tourism thing. Like that. And maybe one more. Doesn't look very pretty, but I think it'll do. Come over here. Do it like that. And then we might actually put the giant hotel into this over here. It does do some noise pollution though, so that's definitely not a good thing. I don't like it. Noise pollution, not good. Or is it making people happy? What does it do? Noise pollution 25. Oh, the green circle is the happiness. So if we put it down here, noise pollution will just reach some of those houses over there. That's going to be a good thing. How's the power network? I thought this would draw a lot of power. It still needs water. Seoul District does, in fact. So, yeah, bring it over here. .440 is the right thing, I guess. Like that. That's gotta do it. So we have now a ginormous hotel. It's just ginormous. I wonder if we should funnel this into the highway in some fashion. I think this district is not done yet. But what we might do, and what I shouldn't forget, is put a taxi stand right next to this hotel. And we also want some metro stations over this. Where is it? Metro. So have some metro stations down here. There's actually a line going to our place over there, so we might as well just fit this guy in. Well, fit it in here. Right beside the taxi stand, and then we're going to have one in the middle and one near the end. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is overkill, but I like cities where you have lots of options. Slope too steep, because you have to go down. Let's have the freeform tool. That worked. That worked too. Yeah, they're connected. Let's connect you. Connect these two stations. Connect this guy. Connect this guy. Connect this guy. Then we're going to connect these two stations. And then I'm going to do something roundabout like that. That's looking good. I like it. So now we want some lines. Although what I'm missing actually is a connection between these guys. The lines will draw themselves automatically, So you don't have really to worry. Now we want one straight line from this thing to the airport. Just for people who come to visit the hotel. And then we want one stop from the train station. That goes through all these places. And also goes to the airport. And then stops here. That's looking pretty good actually. Now we can do one more round turn and then I call it quits. Start a new line. Let's just go around here. Complete the line. And we want one more line. Come on. Connecting this to the other train station on the other side. Add me a stop over here. And then we're going to connect it to, I guess, this station. And bring it over here and then complete the line. Yeah, that's enough, I guess. So we have now some roads, a giant hotel that needs water access. It looks impressive. Tyrell Hotels. I'm hoping Marjorie is happy. Yeah, that's gotta be it for this episode at least. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give me a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments. And if you want to see more of this series in the future, please consider subscribing if you aren't already. I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.